Hi, this is Colleen Pearl, the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be the November Tarot-scope for the sign of Libra. Hello Libra, this is your November Tarot-scope, and I've already thrown the cards. This is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. This is your oracle card, which I pulled. I've rolled the astro dice, and I've picked an astro card for you. And also at the end of the reading, at the end of the tarot reading, there was a card that jumped out of the deck, and I will be interpreting that card as well. So we start out the beginning of the month, Libra, with the Hermit, which means that you need to spend some time alone. You need to either recharge your batteries, maybe you've been working too hard, or maybe you just need to get in touch with your higher self. For whatever reason, the tarot is saying that spending some time alone in contemplation is going to be very, very good for you in the first week of November. Then we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a man who is inspiring, possibly a fire sign. He can be a little quick to anger. He is a fire sign, but he'll also be quick to forgive. Now, why is the King of Wands here? He's here to represent somebody who is masterful in their field, somebody who has reached a very high level of authority and mastery. So this is a person perhaps that you would go to for advice, somebody that you would lean on in a time where you're not quite sure of yourself. And since the tarot is saying that you need to spend some time in contemplation, perhaps when you come out of that contemplation, you'll have some questions about yourself and your own motivations, and that's where the King of Wands is going to come in. The third card is the Five of Swords, and in this deck the Five of Swords represents the hollow feeling of a victory that was unfair. So for some reason you have prevailed over your enemies or opponents in a way that you were given an unfair advantage, and so you're not appreciating the victory very, very much. In fact, you're feeling kind of crappy about it. So that may be what you want to contemplate. That may be also what you want to talk to the King of Wands about. At any rate, the first week of November finds you a little bit quiet and retreating into the background, Libra. In the second week, we have the Knight of Coins. Now, the Knight of Coins is the steady, strong knight, but he's the knight that's not going anywhere. He's standing still. He is loyal, he is persistent, he can be stubborn, but he doesn't go very, very many places. And this card in this deck is anticipating travel. So he may be standing still, but you are probably not. Unless you have a lot of earth signs in your chart, then this card represents somebody else in your circle. But this is a loyal person, so a loyal friend, again, somebody you can really lean on. Then we have the Nine of Coins. Now the Nine of Coins indicates that you do have security. You have financial security enough that you can express yourself artistically. So you don't have to worry so much about monetary gain in this phase of your life. You really should worry more about, not worry, but you really should pursue your artistic goals at this point in your life, because your artistic goals not only will bring you financial security, but will also bring you joy. And then we have the High Priestess, which is the last card for the second week in November, moving into the third week. And the High Priestess indicates that, again, going within, looking for answers within yourself, knowing that the answers are within you, and seeking the higher mysteries of your life, also getting in touch with your own higher self. This is what the High Priestess tells us to do. She is also warning you to question things, to use discernment in your associations, in your actions, in interpreting what other people's actions are all about. So make sure that you're not just looking within for yourself, but also using some discernment in analyzing the acts of others. In the third week, we come up with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups would most likely be a Pisces or at least a water sign, younger person. So there may be somebody in your sphere who is younger or just has a much younger energy that needs your help and support. And so Libra, I would tell you to, you know, reach out and help this person. This may help you see a vision of yourself that you haven't seen before. When we help others, we do very often learn things, and this may teach you something about yourself. And then we have the Devil. When the Devil in this deck shows up, it means that you need to be questioning things in your life. You need to be questioning your motives and all your relationships and making sure that you are not sacrificing yourself to a relationship. Also making sure that the people in your life are not assisting you in bad behavior, like indulging in things that might be addictive, or playing with illegal things or illicit things or corrupt things. So you need to question pretty much all your relationships and make sure that you're living life according to your own rules and not devolving into a corrupt world or an addictive world or a world where things are just not what you want them to be. And Libra, I know that you look at the world pretty much through rose-colored glasses, and you do want everybody to be happy and relationships to be harmonious, but the way to get there is not through, say, substances, right? The way to get there is by living a life of truth and integrity. And I know that that's what most Libras believe. Because then we come up with the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a relationship, a contract, a union of some sorts. This could even be an offer of marriage or the beginning of a new relationship. So you want to, when it's coming this close to the Devil, I'm worried that there is a new person coming into your life who is not so good for you. So you need to be careful in that third week of November, Libra, that you're not associating with somebody who actually could lead you down the wrong path. Now, the Two of Cups is also right next to the High Priestess, and as we'll see in a moment, on the other side is the King of Coins. This could mean that when you meet this person, you are being very discerning and you are really questioning things, and that's good because that's going to protect you. So I do have high hopes that the new relationship can survive this questioning and that you can go on to have a healthy relationship with this person, but I want you still to be careful. The next card is for the beginning of the last week in November, the fourth week in November, and this is the Death card. So we've got the Devil and the Death card and the Hermit and the High Priestess. So these are pretty heavy topics, Libra. So when the Death card shows up, it doesn't necessarily mean a physical death. It usually means that you need to look at things in your life that should come to an end or that may be coming to an end and let them go completely and move on. So you need to know yourself where it is that you want to go to. Where are you journeying on to? And what are you coming from? So the Hermit card becomes even more important when we see that in the last week of the month we have the Death card. You do need to contemplate what is ending in your life and what should be beginning in your life. Now, in this last week of the month, then you get the Ten of Wands. And it just wouldn't surprise me, Libra, that you would, rather than have to contemplate what it is that's supposed to be coming to an end, that you would just throw yourself into a whole bunch of work and ignore it. Please don't do that, Libra. Please make sure that you look within and really examine your feelings about what's going on in life. Otherwise, you're going to leave yourself open to temptation. And you do have the Devil in the third week coming into your life and perhaps offering things that allow you to be in denial about where you should be in your life, but also allow you to ignore what it is you really should be working on. Not just physical work or the work at your job or taking on new projects or proving your worth in some other way, but love yourself enough to just be honest with yourself and to get in touch with what it is that you really need to be letting go, because we do have the Death card here, so you do need to let something go. And the final outcome is the King of Coins. Very likely this is going to be an earth sign, probably a Capricorn, somebody who can be very generous and secure, and you can go to this person for advice. This is a person who is going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, but they're also going to be comforting. They're also going to make you feel secure. So that's really nice for you, Libra, because in times of questioning oneself, we always need kind of a cheerleader. We always need somebody who can make us feel like it's okay to be us. And that's what the King of Coins is going to do. He's not going to be, you know, unicorns and rainbows and fluffy bunny about it. He's going to be very clear about it. But that's what you need right now. It's the month of November. We're coming close out of, you know, we're in Scorpio season. We'll be coming into Sagittarius season and then to Capricorn season. And that's usually a rough time of year for you. It squares your sign. So know that the King of Coins is a man of mastery. He's somebody of maturity who can help you, that you can lean on, and that can give you some really good advice. And then the card that jumped out was the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the card for Libra. So I want you to know, Libra, that one thing you can count on in this life is that things do change. And that's why you shouldn't be afraid of the Death card. Things do change. Things do come to an end. And the cycle that you find yourself on with the Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down, right? What goes down must come up. So your life is not going to just come to an end. Things are not going to just stop being. Life is going to go on, but you need to be honest with yourself about what it is that you need to let go and where you need to go for the future. Don't just buy into, you know, pop culture, lollipop, and rainbows for your life. You need to figure out what's worth it to you. And to that end, we have your Oracle card, which is Believe in Yourself. So when you're doing your meditation, make sure that you are giving yourself enough time in meditation to really get the messages that your higher self, angels, and guides are trying to give you. Believe in yourself. Believe that you have the answers within you. Look, you got the High Priestess as well in this reading. And the High Priestess always knows the secrets. She always knows what's going on deep down in the subconscious. And then we have your astrology card, which is beautiful for you, Libra. It is the air element, which is you, communication. So communicate with yourself and your guides. Communicate first with yourself and then take that communication out to the world. Be honest with yourself. Be clear. This is all about getting clarity about where you're going. I'm not surprised that in the season of Scorpio, you're coming to an end with something. That just is really, really natural to me. It just seems like, well, yes, of course, in the month of November, in the month of Scorpio, you would be ending something that needs to end and starting up a new cycle. So take all this in, Libra. It's quite a bit. We also have the Astro Dice, and we have Pisces, the number 3, which I always interpret the numbers as the houses, and Mars. So I actually am a Libra, and my Mars is in Pisces, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of a devil place to have it, because Mars doesn't function really well in Pisces. But what it does do is it gives you great ability to delve into the subconscious, into your dreams, into your feelings and emotions, and get in there and figure out what's going on. It's great for being really good at meditation, and also for getting messages from beyond. So getting messages from your guides is what it's all about right now, Libra. I can't stress enough how important it is that you go within and you figure out what the messages are. You don't need someone to tell you what the messages are. You can get those messages from yourself. If you give yourself just a few days in a row of doing 5 minutes of meditation, I guarantee that on the 4th or 5th day, you're going to get a clear message from your subconscious, your guides, your angels, whomever, that tells you what you need to do. So that's the reading for you, Libra. It was very, very important that I get this reading to you. It's going to be a significant month, although a lot of things are happening almost beneath the surface for you. So it's a very kind of subterranean month November is for you, Libra, but I think it's going to be really important, and I'm sure once we come into Sagittarius season, things will lighten up for you and you'll have a, you know, a happier reading. But every once in a while you're going to have one of these dark readings that you really have to contend with. Okay, Libra, that's it for you, and I will see you next time.